All right, y'all, so today we are going to do a tutorial on making a custom straw topper. We're going to use my favorite free font website, and it's thefont.com. You're going to type that into your browser. You're going to search. It'll pull up all these wonderful fonts that are available for personal use. I already know which one I want. I've already downloaded it because I recorded this video, or I thought I was recording before, and I wasn't, so I had to record this twice. But I downloaded the font that I wanted, which is Magic Retro. Then I click download, and then I open the zip file. I hit install. I make sure that it is a TTF file. For some reason, it is the most compatible with Tinkercad that I have found. And as soon as you install it, you will go ahead and move on to the next step. This is where we go into our browser again. We type in convertio.co, and then we upload our file, our TTF file. We'll go ahead and drop it into the web browser that we just pulled up. We're going to convert this to an SVG file so that way we can import it into Tinkercad. Okay, so we're going to do convert TTF to SVG. Convert. Go to create on the right side, 3D design. I suggest you start building the habit of naming your templates here. This will help you keep your projects organized. Okay, so we went ahead and renamed it here. Then you're going to go to the search bar. You're going to type in text. Go to custom font text. This is important that you choose this one. Drop it on your work plane. We're going to be dropping our converted file. We'll click here, choose one, and we will select this bad boy. Boom. Ooh, child. Right click allows us to rotate the work plane. Okay, so we'll go ahead and type in my sister's name, and then we're going to size this down. So right now I'm holding shift, so that way it'll size down evenly, proportionate. Okay, so we'll do 60 by 33, and then we will make this probably like 2 millimeters. Now what you'll want to do here is you'll want to duplicate it by hitting Control D, which is a shortcut to duplicate, and we will want to convert or export this to a SVG. Play with the way that, so we'll line these up. We'll select both of these. We'll do L, center. Okay, this right here is a work plane tool. This will allow you to drop the item, whatever it is that you're working on to this work plane. So I want this work plane to be at the top of the straw topper here. This way, because I'm going to be using the original name that I typed as the top. It'll make more sense here in a second. So now that we've got that at the top, so now that we have the SVG file that we just downloaded, we are going to change the quality here all the way to 24 because it makes it look more clean, neat. We are going to do inner line. We are going to do round because we don't want it to be sharp. And then we're going to duplicate it again. So we're going to hit Control D. And now we are going to do outer line. The outer line will make the line width 3. And the inner line, we will make a line width of 10. I'm going to group these together. Control G. Or command, really. And we're going to center this one. So we're going to hit L, center it here. And then what I like to do is probably drop this down, probably 1 millimeter. That way I can make sure it's embedded in there. Now we want to make sure that with these two parts together that it doesn't exceed 12. Because our straw is going to be 10 millimeters, that is. So now that we've got it to the height of 12, we're going to go ahead and get our cylinder, which is in basic shapes. If you'll go here, it'll be right here. You'll drop it on your work plane. I suggest you make the segments inside, max them out. Before I did that, you can see that there are jagged edges here. We don't want that, so we want to make it as smooth as possible. We are going to change the dimensions to 10 millimeters each on each side. This, you can make it as tall as you need it to be. So now that we've got our cylinder piece, we'll hit H, so that way it turns it into a hole, which is going to turn it into a negative. And then we are going to combine the name with the SVG of the name. And then we are going to turn this 90 degrees. If you look at this, it is right in the middle of the work plane. We're going to hit D, so that way it'll drop to the work plane, which means it'll just pick it up, so that way you're not cutting the name in half. Because if you leave it the way that it was, that's how it will import into your Slicer Studio, and your name will be cut in half. Okay, we're going to take our cylinder, which is our hole. We're going to center it this way. And then we're just going to have to eyeball it here to make sure that it evenly in the center. We're just going to eyeball it. This is real technical. You know, only real professionals will understand what I'm saying right now. And we're just going to hit the arrow button. Just get it over just a little bit, just a little tiny little bit, just let it get to a happy place. Hit the arrow button over until you are satisfied. Okay, I might have done a little bit too much tappies, so let's go back a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we are going to group it. Boom. What do you know? We have an adorable, very adorable straw topper. We're going to have to fix the dimensions of this because this thing is too big, so it needs to be 60 millimeters by 33, and then this section needs to be 12 thick. Okay, boom. There she is in all her glory. and then we're going to export. We are going to open a new window. Now we're going to create a new project. We are going to import it. We're going to go ahead and hit plus, that way we can bring in our project. Here we go, straw topper Maggie. That's what I need. This is how it imports it here. I'm not going to leave it that way. I'm going to go ahead and use this feature to lay it on its face. So we're going to go ahead and paint this. We'll do height range. We'll do the top white. Can you see where it's lighting up? That's where it is going to color. That's it. That's all she wrote. Now what we're going to do, slice this bad boy for my A1 mini print. Yes, it will take an hour and 2 minutes. And that's it. And I will show you a video of when it is done. Let's go.
Even if that was a hot mess, it made this.